what happened to where we saw this vow renewal and then we saw you post on Instagram that your ex was allegedly in situations with other women and possibly another child?
Okay, so I will say this because I'm not going to say much, but you are in a relationship, you love someone, and you think that your relationship is this way, right? And you think it's flowers and hearts and glitter falling from the sky, whatever you want to call it. And we had a great relationship, great, energy, everything. So when I found out that that wasn't the case, it was like, for me, I'm never going to be in a relationship. I don't care who you are, what you have, what you've accomplished in life, where I'm not being respected.
Yes, indeed, Miss Crystal. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Order in the court, because this Neyo divorce case has popped back up on the court's docket today, and Neyo's soon-to-be ex-wife Crystal, Renay, has sat down for a tell-all interview. And although she said she wasn't going to say much, in my opinion, she dropped all of the hot tea on Neyo's ass. And so, if you want to hear what else Neyo's soon-to-be ex-wife had to say in her recent tell-all interview, and all of the steamy details surrounding their hot tea drama divorce proceedings, you better stick around. Hi there, I'm Professor Blackmore, and welcome back to my channel and to my series entitled, Oh No, Neyo. Now, in previous episodes of this series, I broke down all of the details surrounding this shocking announcement that Neyo's wife, Crystal Renay, posted on Instagram several weeks ago, wherein she put him on full blast, talking about all of the women who sell their bodies to him unprotected. And so if you want to get caught up on all of those shocking details, please watch my prior video. And I'll place a direct link in the description section below. And I hope you'll also consider donating to this video by clicking the super thanks heart button below as well. And so, let's jump right in. Now, since the time of Crystal's Instagram post, she has in fact filed for divorce from Neyo. And you know I don't have much patience for people talking about what they have decided to do, Miss Cora Jakes. But anyway, and so if you mean business, you need to show and prove, in my opinion. And y'all know once them papers drop, I'm gonna bring them on here. And in her divorce petition, Miss Crystal states that she and Neyo have been separated since July 22nd, 2022. Now, if you remember, she posted her Instagram announcement on July the 30th, 2022. So I guess she knew she was through when she posted that. Now, Sister Crystal asked the court to order Neyo to pay her attorney's fees and for spousal support while the case is pending and once the court enters the final divorce decree. In addition, and it should not be a shock, but Miss Crystal alleges in her divorce petition that Neyo engaged in adulterous acts. But she went completely in, alleging that Neyo has fathered a child with another woman, notwithstanding these numerous acts of infidelity and or adultery. Now, not only does Sister Crystal allege that Neyo fathered a child with a woman, but she characterizes said woman as a paramour. Now, Lordy have mercy. I don't know how you can be living with a man, but he has a paramour? Lordy child. Now, I'm not going to go back through the hot mess of a family dynamic that she was already in with Neyo at the time with him and the baby mama of his prior two children, who was his fiance at the time that he started hooking up with Miss Sister Crystal. And if you want to get caught up on all of that, then you'll have to watch my prior video. But I just can't see how she thought that he would be faithful to her when he was not faithful to his prior baby mama. But anyway, y'all, let me stay focused. And so it is alleged that this woman, who it is alleged already has a child with Neyo, is also alleged to be pregnant with another child with Neyo. But I'm saying that's alleged information that I cannot substantiate. And so I'll leave that up to y'all to figure out what's what on that. And so Neyo filed his answer in which he asserts his opposition to the court awarding Sister Crystal any temporary or permanent alimony. Good luck with that, Neyo. If you out there playing around with all these women and getting people pregnant, you just need to good luck, because there will be some alimony, boo. Now, Neyo also asserts opposition to Crystal's assertion that it would be in the best interest of the children for her to be granted primary physical custody. And so I guess he thinks that it would be all right for the children to have their primary residence with him and his paramours and such. But anyway, and so while Sister Crystal was minding her own business coming out of the airport, TMZ bum rushed her for an interview. I mean, y'all know how they do people. And so let's get a little flavor of that.
Hi, Crystal. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You look lovely. Crystal, what are the chances you and Neyo can work it out here?
There are no chances.
No
God is good.
None at all?
No,
Did
we're moving on to better lives.
Did he just like go to a point where there's no coming back?
Certain things can't be forgiven, but God will forgive, and
But you're not going to forgive.
So will I.
You're going to forgive?
The Christian in me has to one day, but I'm okay.
You're okay. You going to start dating again?
I mean, only God knows.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Take care, bye.
Okay, so now as you can see, she blessed and highly favored them to death. She threw in every Christian phrase she knew. And so I really don't see anything wrong with this. I mean, she did not schedule an interview. They literally bum rushed her, and she didn't really say anything that would disparage Neyo or his image. But she did schedule an interview with Carlos King on his podcast. And hunty, she dropped a little tea on that one. And you can listen to the whole thing yourself. The part about Neyo is only in the last 20 minutes, so you might not want to listen to the whole thing. But let's listen to a little bit of this as well.
But people, sometimes when they go outside the house, they live a different life. And once I found out about that different life, for me, the only choice and option for myself was to leave. You know, I don't wish any bad on his life. I pray for him every day. I wish him the best. But there are certain things that for me, just once you cross that line, I'm not going to accept. And the only reason why I put that post, and honestly, I regretted it, but I did it because, one, you know, I don't talk about our business, like my personal relationship business, but it was more for like accountability. Like for me, because I did that, it was like, one, to show him like, I'm really serious. I'm really leaving. And two, for me to be like, okay, I put this up, I put my business out there, so I can't be dumb and fall back into a trap or back into the same pattern, because now everything that I represent as a woman and what I want to show women is that you can't accept just anything that someone gives you. Like, you're the good thing. You deserve to be treated the right way, whether it's in your face or behind your back. Once we had a conversation and it was like, okay, what's about to happen? And it wasn't, when people get caught, they kind of like, instead of like being remorseful, they'd want to like try to find a scapegoat. And I just wasn't going for it. And it was just one night, it was just like, you know what? I'm cool. Like, I'm good. I don't know what my future holds for me, but what I do know is you won't be included in it. And I don't want to feel like this ever again. If I continue to be with you, I will feel like this. So I knew in that moment I just had to just walk away. So it was serious. When a person says to you they don't have the fear of you leaving them, it's like, okay, let me just show you. So I just had to like make a stand for myself. And since that moment, I have been calm. I haven't yelled, argued, screamed, any of that, because it serves no purpose. Once I'm done with a situation, I'm about to take the emotion out of it so that I can just walk away.
And so after this, on September the 7th, Neyo has his attorney to file an emergency motion asking the court to hold Sister Crystal in contempt. And so now, as a standard matter, whenever a divorce is filed that involves children, the court will enter a standard protective order which enjoins or restrains the parents from making disparaging remarks about the other parent. But this is usually relating to when the children are visiting with the other parent, that the other parent should not make any disparaging remarks about the other parent in the presence of the children. And it's also so that there is no violence or family violence or any of that sort of behavior going on between the parties. I mean, this is the usual purpose of those types of orders. And so the order in this case states, each party is hereby enjoined and restrained from doing any act injuring, maltreating, vilifying, threatening, molesting, or harassing the adverse party, the children of the parties, or a family member of the adverse party. And so now in his motion, poor little Neyo states, the respondent, i.e. Neyo, is a professional entertainer, and his career is dependent on his public image. His earnings and earning capacity are directly affected by the manner by which his image is received and considered by the general public. He states further that the petitioner benefited from this. And then he says that in lieu of the prohibitions in the court's standard order, the order that I was talking about earlier, that was entered on August the 1st, 2022, the petitioner, Miss Sister Crystal, posted a lengthy and explicit message to her personal Instagram page. And then he attaches it as Exhibit B to his motion. And so I see this as dirty, what I call dirty tricks that attorneys on the other side play, because we all know that she posted the announcement on Instagram on July 30th, 2022. And so she was not under the court order when it was entered. And so on September the 8th, the court did hold a hearing on Neyo's emergency motion. But I don't see that the court has entered an order at this time on Neyo's motion. So I guess the court saw through all of his trickery and it doesn't see or think that it's that big of an emergency. But anyway, I will say that she goes right up to the line, but on the other hand, she has a First Amendment right to speak her mind. But as you know on here, I just ask and report and I let you decide. So what do you think? Do you think that Neyo has any right to go out here and sleep around with everybody in the entire United States, and because he's famous, he should have a right to put a gag order on his wife? Or that he does not have to pay any spousal maintenance? Or that he should have custody of these children while he's sleeping around with everybody and having paramours over? Please let me know by leaving your comments in the comment section below. And I hope you'll also give me a big thumbs up. And I hope you'll also consider donating to this video by clicking the super thanks heart button below. And while you're there, I want to also ask that you please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell so you'll be notified whenever I come back with more hot tea on this hot tea drama court case. And please also follow me on TikTok and Instagram.